I did not have a listening relationship with that program, the lounge program. But if I did, I would most certainly have someone advise me not to share that with the public, meaning you.
It's The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle, two veteran broadcasters who love to hear themselves talk and are somehow able to tolerate each other. Let's see if you can tolerate them as well. Here's Rob and Bob.
Done, done, done. Yeah.
And then where's the applause that usually goes on and on? Where is that?
I don't know. It's all, it rotates, and so I never really know. But this sounds like it could be it. So we'll just let them, continue to throw us adoration while the fans at home do the same thing by way of the chat window that is on the screen of each and every one of your devices, whether it's a desktop or a tablet or a little tiny phone. You can say hello by just going like this or clicking the microphone and going, hello.
Can you talk? I suppose this application, you can talk to this application. And it would come across the screen.
You could do whatever you wanted to. We live in that land.
And then the point is, though, when you participate, look at this. Sammy's here, and right out of the chute, we have two of our P1s.
That's right. And what shoot is it? Because
9 o'clock on a Saturday.
All right, see, I beat you to it. I gave you plenty of time.
9 o'clock on a Saturday.
You only had to play it once.
It's weird. They can tell. They can tell that you played the second one because it had the Zoom, not Zoom, whatever this is. It had the compression. Mine sounds crystal.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Obviously yours. And we listen to mine.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
Oh, it's like you're there.
You're like Arthur Fiedler over there.
You should see what it looks like from out here. All right.
Yes, happy holiday season. It is 9 o'clock on a Saturday in Atlanta. That makes it carry the two.
6 p.m. Pacific here in Las Vegas, Nevada, which is where I am, as it's supposed to say on the screen, but never freaking does for some reason.
No, it does sometimes, but usually you have to always then complain. And if you didn't draw attention to it, I don't think people would notice. To be honest,
of course not.
But anyway, yes. In fact, Sammy's there, and I wonder how she's feeling because yesterday was her birthday. So they did all kinds of birthday hoo-ha, and I'm wondering just how, if we're recouping or what do you do? What are you making?
I forgot Sammy's birthday. I typed it on a thing one time. It should be in my brain. I am so sorry. Oh my God.
Well, she's listening now, so go ahead. I'll sit back while you.
Well, if I had my ukulele with me, I would play you a song, but I don't. So you're out of luck there. But I'm so happy you made it another year.
You were there when she showed up. I mean, not exactly there.
I wasn't exactly there, but I was in the vicinity.
Yeah, you can recall Sammy's early time on the.
I held her like this.
Yeah, you did. Many times, I'm sure. Bob, hold Sam. I got to go find Steven. It could have been like
No.
Yeah, she could have been one, and he could have been.
No, I'm talking infant stage. I'm talking.
Okay, well, even if you're one. If she's one, you're still small. But yes, that's at the stage you're talking about was where you bundle them.
So yes, she was. Thank you. She was bundled.
You bundle them. But now in bed currently doesn't surprise me because she's not a spring chicken anymore, and so going out and saying hello to the world and having a good time with your friends.
Oh, I get it. Right. She's still at the age where you celebrate that stuff.
No, and they apparently had a wonderful time. And so yay on them. I'm glad everyone's safe and sound. And happy birthday to Sam, one of our P1s here in the.
So, all right, calm down.
So speaking of Samantha, she was here along with Ben, my son-in-law, on Gobble Day. And we had a good gobble. And I'm hoping, because you and I didn't really communicate as much this gobble season.
Totally on me.
No, it isn't, though. I kind of liked it. It was you were there. You just didn't. You said you tried a few things and it didn't fly. But I went a different route. That Bob and I, for those of you who don't know, Bob and I, for years, have made Thanksgiving, and we didn't do it on purpose. It just kind of It has morphed into this thing where we will play some sort of variation on the planes, trains, and automobiles theme every Thanksgiving.
So we're messaging back and forth, and it's going to be related in some way, shape, or form to planes, trains, and automobiles. And I don't even remember what the first year was, but then I remember I started upping it with the GIFs that talked and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, you would be very, very creative.
And this year I was like, I didn't know what are we going to do? What am I going to do? I thought, but I'm doing all this AI stuff with faces and stuff. This will be a walk in the park. And everything I tried, I just was like, no. It just is. It's just not. We've built it up. I can't just throw crap at you. So I actually just did nothing. I responded to none of them. I've got little takes of things on this end of the world that I was like, nope. I'm going to do it. So
I want to say one of the first ones anyway was when I was going through Chicago, and I had a rental car. It was a PT Cruiser, and I was going literally through downtown Chicago on Thanksgiving Day. So there was zero traffic. It was like ghost town, tumbleweeds, driving through on my way to go north by Six Flags and all that, and go up to Milwaukee to spend Thanksgiving with my sister and my parents.
Yep.
And so and in fact, I remember how long ago we were texting with flip phones in those days.
Yeah.
And where you go A, B, 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 and you only had one click for 3 letters, and then if you goofed it up, you had to go cycle back around. But anyway, you sent me, I had rented the car, I'm driving to Chicago, and you said, do you have your rental agreement? And I laughed. A hearty laugh.
You're right. I did start this, and I am to thank.
You are to thank, because then I can remember. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. See, nice and short, but hearty. That's a hearty. Like, yes, they're out there.
Yes.
They're in numbers, but they respect that they don't want to take over the show with applause.
No, and so yes, you started, and I remember one time being in the mountains at my sister Kimberly and her husband Scotty, and they have this beautiful cabin, and Steve and I were, and I said, wait till you watch this today, because Steven had no idea we did this. He got such a kick out of, try this line, Dad. He was participating. But this year I kind of played a one-way street with planes, trains with Bob, and I'm hurting my arm, patting myself on the back. I thought it was tolerably creative.
Yes. What he did was he sent me Spotify links to the music from the movie. And, if you've seen the movie, it's peppered with all sorts of really cool, music to...
Right.
Not like the score type music, but the actual songs, like Ray Charles songs, etc.
Mm-hmm. Patsy Cline.
Just
those
all
are
of
the
them.
first two. And then I started to find the ones that were just kind of the music beds that would play. Like when he came back and Del Griffith is sitting there in the train station and he goes, what are you doing here? And that bed, I found that. Actually, I didn't find any of them. I found a playlist and just sent you one of it. Somebody else put that together.
So let me confirm. There was one that I wasn't 100% sure, but it starts with this rhythm thing, and I think it's when he's storming through the parking lot, right, to go to after the rental thing or going to it or something.
Yes, you're messing with the wrong guy.
Yeah, yes, and there's that rhythm track going.
Yes.
Right? That's what that's from, because the rest of the song isn't in there, and I was like, I don't know this from anything, but I think that one little piece.
Just a little bit of rhythm. I started obvious, and I went with more deep cuts toward the end of the day. But
that was pretty deep. But
but that plays in the movie, and it's right when he's. Anyway, speaking of gobble, I hope you had.
I found it in my wallet. I knew you stole it. I thought you put it there. Why would I put it there? Kindness? Kindness? You stole it! He stole it! No, I didn't!
Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to be happy as pigs in shit when they see you. And we watched it this year, Samantha. In fact, now Ben even knows. He goes, so when do we watch Planes, Trains? I mean, he just knows that is part. And then we followed up with the second one that I've talked about, which is Scent of a Woman, which also takes place over Thanksgiving weekend. And that's
we talked about that last week. And I have seen it, Sammy. I only saw it once. It was when it first came out, so I could not pass any trivia type of question except what does Al Pacino exclaim throughout? Hooah!
Yeah, right. And he won the Academy Award.
He's not a rat.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, did you have a nice gobble? I hope you had a nice gobble. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving, because we really didn't. Again, we didn't correspond all that much. Although we wouldn't have talked about our day anyway. We would have done some play. Oh, the look on your face.
I have
Robert.
started to answer that question. This is probably the 4th time, and every time, hello.
Oh, you got, is Lucy there? There's Lucy.
Hi.
Lucy is way in.
Is it time? Okay.
So what? I've interrupted. Is that what you were going to tell me? I've cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually awesome. It was just the 3 of us. They, started baking and cooking all day. They were a great team. I just did whatever my little pieces, the guy, wipe this down. No, I was in charge of like my turkey.
Uh-huh.
It's really cute. Yeah. It's really cute. Yes, but it was very relaxed, no stress, and just, a lot of dishes, but very, very good. Very good day. A lot of laughing and having a good time. The other thing that we did...
Food was good, I trust, because there's a lot of good food people in that house. Seriously, there are. You guys don't play around.
Yeah, I mean, mostly what I bought... So they bought this big turkey, like, breast thing that came with a big thing of mashed potatoes and green beans and stuff. And so they jazzed up the potatoes and the beans and stuff like that to make it not just a Costco thing. I just cooked the bird, and that's pretty much what I ate. And then we had the basic stuff. They had their vegetarian stuff, their tofurkey and whatever, and other stuff, vegetables of things that I didn't eat. So, but it was good. I mean, everybody really enjoyed it. Good desserts. Amber makes amazing desserts, and she's trying to kill me.
Yeah, she made you, when I was there for your birthday, I think I'm still digesting. That was the most rich, and it was awesome, by the way, rich and dense, like brownie-esque.
Oh, yeah, you
cake.
had it. Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, you have a hit of this, boys and girls, and you're zooming.
That was the brownie. And they went to make that this year, and Tracy was making it, and this is like, it's just one of those crazy-ass things, because she had bought cake mix and brownie mix. The boxes are identical. So she went to make the brownies, but she used cake mix. So we have like this, sheet pan of cake with the caramel stuff in it. It's still really good. It just doesn't have the consistency of the brownies and stuff.
The bummer is when Lucy's here, I am truly nothing.
I'm totally with you.
No, I know you're with me, but what do they say? Don't follow children and animal acts. I mean, if I'm watching this show right now, Rob Scott doesn't even exist. That cat.
I don't think that's true. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a poll. Have you tuned out and are just looking at Lucy? I don't think you are.
No, they're not tuned out. They're just, that's where they might be listening, but they're just, so good.
The novelties. Yeah. Yes,
well,
we did. And the other thing that we did over those couple of days is we did watch The Christmas Story Christmas.
I have not seen it yet, so but I'm hearing good things. I'm
sure you saw Sly's review.
I did. I saw Mr. Sly's review, and that carries some weight. That has merit.
Yes, it helped me. It helped me as I was going through it.
Thank you. See, somebody says I'm never, Dumpling says I'm never absent. Yay.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
So I won't say anything about it except that,
Mr. Sly liked it, and I heard the same review from someone else too. That the same kind of thing, the sentiment that Jim Sly had was I've heard from other people. Worth the time. They didn't. It's not a total. Worth the time. So I'm going to squeeze it in. But my first Christmas movie every year is Christmas Vacation. So I will watch that probably tonight. It's a good way to start the year, the Christmas movie year.
I'm not set into any must watches every year.
No, but that's my first. Like some years I miss White Christmas and I'm bummed because I like the Bing Crosby old fashioned 1950s. But last year I don't think I was. There's too many now. And, it's like ornaments. You accumulate other movies every season that you want to have part of the tree. And there's just not enough room on the tree for all there's new ornaments. Some of the old ones are going to just have to stay wrapped up in paper.
I don't have any room for new movies in my life. For traditional, for like holiday movies or whatever. It's like Elf, that got in there. I think that's the last one that's going to make it in. To be called like a classic Christmas movie for me.
Okay, sure. Like I like Rudolph is a must for me. Got to watch Rudolph with Pearl Lives.
There's none of them do I feel like I need to watch. at all. There's no pull to watch them. But if they're on, and Amber's here, and we're just like, let's watch Christmas special. Of course, I'll sit and watch the classics though. Charlie, like I will not watch Britney Spears' Barbie Christmas or whatever.
No, I didn't even know there was such a thing.
I don't think there is, but
there could be.
But
Selena
she has watched
and Cabo San Luca.
She has watched. She has turned on the Barbie cartoon, which is all this 3D animated Barbie doll stuff, and I'm
Christmassy.
like, no, it's just the Barbie cartoon in general. So, but I'm sure they must have a Christmas special.
Yes, and then of course there's the people who live on Lifetime and Hallmark from Thanksgiving on, and it's just 24/7 4K bad acting. Ed Asner as the town wise man, and
hello, I'm Town Wiseman.
Yes, and Meredith Baxter Burney and Steve Guttenberg.
Yes.
Small town and big city woman, and she comes to town and she falls in love with a veterinarian, but doesn't know he's cool until Ed Asner, the hardware store owner, tells her, "Oh, you two are a great couple."
He plays Ed Painterly, which is and it's so perfect because his name is Ed.
Sammy likes Hallmark Christmas. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I don't consume them to the degree that other people do. That's all.
That's such a Sammy thing to like Hallmark movies.
Yes, and when it comes to traditions, and thank goodness, because every family needs the tradition keeper, and that is Samantha in our family, and my sister Kimberly. So Samantha is the next generation of. But we always did. Like I said, Ben, my son-in-law. When do we watch Planes, Trains? I go, wow. This is their do the math.
You sure it wasn't like, all right, when do we watch Planes, Trains?
No, I don't think so. Okay. But I give him credit because Sam and I will recite the lines like you do to a film throughout the course of the film, and this might be number 2 that he's watched that movie, maybe 3, I don't know.
Oh, you're doing that when no.
Yeah. By the way, since we're on the topic, do you know how you can make anything into a Christmas commercial or a Christmas song? That's how, Bob. That is an old production trick. Put sleigh bells behind anything, and now it's Christmas.
The lawn's turning brown. That means it's Christmas time.
Now we can start using these during the course of the lounge, and now it's a Christmas.
To make it's the holiday special.
It's the holiday lounge. Yeah.
All we have to do. We don't need any special graphics. Just the sleigh bells in the background.
Yeah. So today, by the way, Stick and Rakester, is that who we are today? Stick and Rakester?
I never said that we are those people. I didn't say we're not.
But I never said.
Yes.
Stick and Rakester.
Yeah.
And I forget who last week was. I wrote it down.
I forgot too. They didn't leave an impression. They hardly ever do.
Milt and Silt, I believe.
You wrote this down.
I did write it down. By the way, something we do a lot in the lounge. If you're not a regular, if you're new to the lounge, we sometimes will pull up a live shot of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Can you do that quickly? Because there's something worthy. Oh, you can't. Look at your face. I can already tell.
Yeah. I just need a minute. I didn't plan on it only because we can't. Because it's dark and it always looks the same. But there's a thing.
Yeah,
to do.
but they have a
Weekend special.
50 degrees here in Henderson.
LaVille.
Nevada. I just really didn't say that well at all.
No, not at all. That's like John Ryder telling a joke. You said that so poorly.
I did. I apologize to all. All right, now I'm getting it.
You want to do it again?
Weekend special.
50 degrees in Henderson, Nevada.
Oh, well done. Now, the reason, so you can see that's actually, you're seeing through the water. That's the bottom of the lake. That's how clean that water is. But what I wanted to point out was, what's missing in this picture, Bob?
The dock.
Yes, the piers are gone. It's that time of year.
Oh,
there is
okay.
No pier.
I've taken it all up because it's about to get frozen.
Right. And people always ask, well, can't is it the ice bothers I said the ice doesn't bother the pier. It's when the ice breaks up and starts moving in the spring, and it takes hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of pier with it. That's why they take them out. The pier doesn't get hurt in the frozen lake until it cracks up and is in pieces, and it just takes piers away. And those things cost a lot of money. That's why they take them out.
Wow, what a hassle lake living is.
Well, and not only that, it is expensive. Hello, Lucy again. It is really expensive to have. You have to pay the service because I worked on the pier crew for a couple of summers. So did
All the live long day.
Yeah, it was not that. That's work. That's grown up work. That's for young people.
I'm sorry you
Bob.
had to do that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, man,
labor. That
wore
was
younger
labor.
man's clothes.
Yeah, you. Ugh. But anyway, hey, that's how you realize in life what you don't want to do the rest of your life. I don't want to be putting in and taking out peers,
Me
for
either.
all the live long day. As
Me
Bob
either.
says.
That's how much I trust you as a friend. Like I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to try it at this point.
Where do the boats go? Sammy says they go into storage. Good question. I love.
And I
when
bet you
they
that's not $20 a month.
No, that is not $20 a month. So what they'll do is they'll come take your bed. They have these big like barns, and there are
And Noble.
rows. Yeah, and bed, and there's a bed and a bath, and it's way beyond where the Noble is. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking tea today like I always do, but I put a slice of lemon in.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, what?
No, the reason I say this is because I had lemon for Thanksgiving. I was going to squeeze some lemon juice on the beans. I do the sauteed bean thing, and I forgot. And this is what you do. Don't waste food.
God,
so I decided
we
to
are
put
so old.
So you see, boys and girls,
You
even
know,
a
but I don't
lemon.
think. Okay.
You might have thrown it away. That would have been a gosh darn shame. Let's talk to Rob about what he did with his lemon. I use it for tea, Bob.
Okay.
Every holiday, he uses it for tea. So you were going to do something before we run out of time.
Well, it's everything I bring to the table in terms of the show is only if we just run out of stuff to talk about and we don't just finish it up. What time is it? Oh, we got 9 minutes.
We have 9 minutes. I could continue just to bask in the afterglow of Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday of the year.
All right, let's take a vote.
Let's take a vote.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Take a vote. Which way do we go? Do we just keep shooting to Shay, which is totally fine with me?
Yeah.
Or I got to click a few things. That's just how it is,
right,
folks, because we don't have a Skippy right now.
No. But when you click a few things, we could do the magic wand sound.
But it would be, if you did it long enough. But I demonstrate some of this real-time voice-changing AI, which I use to do those things at the opening and the closing of the show and throughout various other creative endeavors in my life. And this program I use, you earn the right to train new models by getting credits, and the way you get credits is to tell people about the service. And if they sign up, then you get 5,000 credits. Okay, so I'm now like at 247,000 credits. It was more than that before because I posted a couple of YouTube videos on it. So it's like, okay, I could just download as many as I want at this point. Okay. And I've pretty much downloaded all the ones that I'm familiar with, who I even know who they are, and then a ton of other ones just to have a different stable of them. So, but it's interesting, and I thought it would be interesting to see how it worked in this live environment. This is basically a test. Now, here's what you would need to know, is that it involves, to process all that voice, it takes like 3 seconds. So when I talk, it's 3 seconds later. So I have to turn on this video delay so that my mouth will sync. So that whatever you hear me say, it was 3 seconds ago.
Okay.
So that's what might make it really super awkward.
Oh, but so what you're saying is, Rob, shut up.
Well, but I don't want it just to be. No, I mean, I want you to be able to interact or whatever. I guess just we just set people up to know that there's pretty much guaranteed that there's going to be some overlap when Rob or one of us has no idea when the other one is going to, and there's no fault of anybody's. So no one's stepping on anybody. It is just the technical difference. Is that cool? Just play with a few of them. Play a few with them. A few with
a sip of tea that has a slice of lemon in it.
Okay. So first of all, I have to turn off this one microphone.
And I don't feel old. I just like lemon in my tea, Bob.
Oh, come on. Oh, all right. Well, it's already set up to talk like Jim Gaffigan, so while I'm trying to get my cursor over here, I may as well just do it. The problem is now I've lost my cursor completely, and I don't know what to do about that. I can't see anything. I'm rolling my mouse around, and I just can't see an arrow. It's kind of making me, oh, there it is. Hold on a second. Now I'm going to move over here a little more. I don't know how this happened. This is really unfortunate. I can't see. I'm having to look all the way across the room. I lost the cursor again. I cannot see all the way across the room.
Okay, this is great. Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
Turn it down.
Over. What are you doing here? Just trying to make my life miserable.
Yeah, he doesn't have his headphones.
Advanced. Oh my God. Yep. All right, here we go. Now, in a second, my voice will sync correctly. So let me put these back on. The problem with this is that I hear the delay. So as soon as I start talking, and 3 seconds later, I'm hearing it in my head, and it's very disconcerting, as you might imagine. So, but here's the program. So let's just play with a few of these.
Oh my gosh.
It takes a couple of seconds, so you can see. Let me scroll.
Hillary Clinton.
Sometimes they have to initialize. Sometimes they have to initialize, and it takes a few seconds. And sometimes it's about finding, like, do I have to talk in a higher register, or do I talk in a middle register, or do I talk in a low register, to find where it lands the best for them. So it really just depends. Okay.
Wow.
A couple of others that I know are pretty good.
Ah.
I believe it's taking longer than usual because of the recording and the broadcasting that we normally do. Now, you have to put on some sort of an accent, and I'm not doing the Edinburgh accent properly. And I also think I might need to go lower to make it the right voice. Or no, well, maybe I need to go higher. It's an experiment, and it's not the same for every single one.
It's taking to initialize.
Yeah, it says initializing. Oh.
I don't like how long. Yeah, I really don't like how it's. Now I'm really hearing that in my voice, in my ears, and that is completely distracting. To hear SpongeBob's voice in your ears 3 seconds after you say the thing is just not right at all. Okay, I'm gonna stop. It just takes me a second. I have to undo all the things I did.
Yeah, but I'm fascinated you even know what to do. I wouldn't know what to click at all. But I did see something the other day about kids who watch SpongeBob actually test lower. They've done a study. I'm not making it up. It was specific to SpongeBob. And they said that youngsters who consume a lot of SpongeBob, basically it rots their brain. They didn't use those words. I'm paraphrasing, but
well, that's interesting.
And they first of all, it fascinates me that they actually did the study and said those who watch SpongeBob specifically.
Right. They were that sounds like a witch hunt to me.
It very well could be. I don't know where I read that. I just thought, okay. And then I thought, as I recall, because I remember when the kids watched SpongeBob. I mean, I wasn't, but I thought, well, I could kind of see that SpongeBob wasn't exactly.
There was absolutely nothing educational or stimulating in that. It was all just silly. It was all just silly.
It wasn't a moral. Like if you watch the Charlie Brown, speaking of the Charlie Brown, our Christmas specials, the Charlie Brown Christmas special has a moral.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
There's an Andy
That's
Griffith.
what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. That's right. And the aluminum Christmas tree versus the real one, the commercialism, it was all there. SpongeBob, well, was just SpongeBob. And he made patties. What was it? There's a burger.
Krabby
wasn't there?
Patties.
Thank you. See, I don't remember exactly. I remember there was a burger. And
Yeah,
I remember
really,
there was
if
a
you think about it, pretty much everybody in that series is stupid. They're just dumb, except for Sandy Cheeks. She's the squirrel, and she
Oh, okay.
from
I don't-
Texas, but that's as smart as they get in there. Plankton would like to think, of course, that he's the smartest, but come on, if you can't figure out how to get a freaking Krabby Patty recipe after all this time, I don't even know.
And with those words, I am the hell out of here. I've had enough of this foolishness. Thanks for nothing. They never paid me.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.